and investigate allegations of wrongdoing within the ranks of the police and other institutions. These measures have been necessary to ensure accountability and to devise remedial action to prevent the abuse of office. Established a commission of inquiry. This is led by Justice Mbuyiseni Madlanga to investigate allegations of police collusion in organized criminal activity. The work of the Commission, as we all know, is ongoing, and we look forward to its recommendations. And as we all know, we've given the Commission a tight time frame, and we're very pleased that they are keeping to that tight time frame and they will deliver their report. In all these efforts, we have promoted respect for the rule of law and also upheld the principle that law enforcement and prosecutorial agencies must be able to act without fear, favor, or prejudice. It is this principle that informs our response to the appearance in the Magistrates' Court earlier this week of the South African Police Service National Commissioner, General Fani Masemola, on charges of contravention of the Public Finance Management Act. In consideration of the seriousness of these charges and the critical role that the National Commissioner of Police plays in leading the fight against crime, I have agreed with General Masemola that he be deemed to be on precautionary suspension pending the conclusion of the case. To ensure stability and continuity in the South African Police Force, I have appointed Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane, who is standing right next to me here on the left-hand side, as the acting National Commissioner of Police. Lieutenant General Dimpane is currently the
President Cyril Ramaphosa has appointed Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane as acting National Police Commissioner, stepping in after the precautionary suspension of General Fani Masemola. The decision follows Masemola's recent court appearance, where he faces 4 charges related to alleged violations of Public Finance Management Act, a development that has placed the leadership of South African Police Service under intense scrutiny. Speaking at the Union Buildings in Pretoria on Thursday, Ramaphosa addressed the nation alongside acting Police Minister Feroz Kachelia and Dimpane. The president emphasized the importance of maintaining public confidence in state institutions, particularly in law enforcement leadership, and said in consideration of seriousness of these charges, I have agreed with General Fani Masemola that he be deemed to be on precautionary suspension pending the conclusion of the case. Ramaphosa said framing the move as necessary to preserve the integrity of the office and the credibility of the SAPS. Dimpane's appointment places a seasoned officer at the helm during a period of institutional uncertainty. Ramaphosa highlighted her nearly 2 decades of experience within the police service, noting her current role as Divisional Commissioner for Financial Management Services, and said she has extensive experience in policing, financial management, and governance. She has a reputation for professionalism as well as integrity. Her background in financial oversight is expected to play a critical role as SAPS confronts ongoing concerns around procurement processes. Ramaphosa signaled that strengthening supply chain management systems would be among her immediate priorities, an area that has repeatedly drawn criticism in recent years. Despite the gravity of the allegations against Masemola, Ramaphosa indicated that he would not establish a commission of inquiry into the commissioner's fitness to hold office. He said the matter will be left to the courts to determine. The president also addressed concerns about the growing number of acting appointments within key government positions. While acknowledging the perception, he defended the decision as pragmatic under the circumstances and said it may be argued that there are too many people in acting positions, but we have to deal with the issues at hand. It would have been irresponsible not to fill the position. Ramaphosa expressed confidence that SAPS leadership structures would remain stable during the transition, calling on senior officials to support Dimpane in her interim role. and said they will all rally behind General Dimpane, support her and work with her. We will up the tempo when it comes to fighting crime. Dimpane now assumes one of the most highest pressure roles in the country's security apparatus, tasked not only with maintaining operational continuity but also restoring confidence in a police service navigating legal, administrative, and public trust challenges. Ramaphosa also stated that this year the government has made concerted effort to fight organized crime, and for the fight to be successful, law enforcement agencies must be capable and ethical, and said we have worked quite hard to rebuild our law enforcement services in the wake of state capture to restore credibility and integrity of the police. He added that measures have been implemented to ensure accountability, prevent abuse of office, and theft of public resources, and said in all these efforts we have promoted the rule of law and also upheld the principle that law enforcement agencies must be able to act without fear or favor. Ramaphosa stated that considering the seriousness of Masemula's charges and the critical role that the National Police Commissioner plays in the fight against crime, it's best that Masemula is suspended. Dealing with organized crime, the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner, General Mkhwanazi, was promoted to lead the national organized crime fight. In a move that signals a concerted push to dismantle organized crime networks across South Africa, KZN Provincial Commissioner was appointed last week to a national oversight role on matters of high-level crime. The announcement confirmed that Mkhwanazi will maintain his command in KwaZulu-Natal while taking on a strategic role to coordinate a unified national response. The appointment follows a directive for a new national strategy that integrates various police disciplines, including intelligence detectives and combat units under a single command structure. Mkhwanazi likened the scale of the task to tackling a big elephant, emphasizing that the team will take it bit by bit, and said the National Commissioner has identified me to play a role in that strategy of fighting organized crime. I will have to, while having the responsibility of the province, do an oversight role of the work that has to be done at the national level. He revealed that the national team is already operational and said I was in Pretoria for a few days this week, and next week I'll be back in Pretoria and then Cape Town. The work has already started. A specialized team in Pretoria has already begun the analysis of dockets to prioritize targets. The scope of the work is extensive, focusing on international syndicate, identifying networks operating in South Africa with global links, government infiltration, uncovering organized crime embedded within municipalities and other state entities, traditional organized crime, addressing the persistent threats of drug trafficking and gangsterism. A critical component of Mkhwanazi's national oversight is the implementation of a counterintelligence framework to monitor the task team members themselves. And said what we've seen a lot is that members are left sometimes to run on their own, and that's why they are getting corrupted easily. Under the new one command structure, a system of mutual accountability will be enforced. Everyone's going to be checking everyone under the task team. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.